I've always been a proponent of make the hardest choice, but it is hard when life throws at you unexpected situations. In fact, only yesterday I did get into a situation which was a whole lot of unexpected. It sounds childish, but you planned for it the entire day, you mm, invest in it, and then it doesn't happen. It's a no, and you can't do anything about it. Situation arises, and I felt the what life can give you, how unexpected things can move, how the course of actions can change unpredictably with a whole lot of uncertainty. And to be quite honest, it sucked. It threw me off my game. I didn't feel like doing anything. It was just one thing after the other, and everything just piled up. Then I just started regretting some things that I did, some choices that I made, some rash decisions, thinking they might be good, but they weren't. Would have just focused on this. Everything would have been fine, but it was unexpected. Not a changeling of my thought, of my need, or my desire was to make the harder choice. Not in a single moment did I think that I'm doing anything wrong by just not doing anything. Although I did regretted it, but I was like, maybe I'll start from tomorrow. And I did start. Not that I didn't. But it taught me something that how persistent and consistent and just resilient do you need to be to repeat one thing over and over again. Doesn't matter what the situation is, doesn't matter what you're going through. But is it that bad? There is an ancient story in Hinduism. It starts with Indra, the ruler of the Devas. He once went on a ride on his elephant, Indraprastha. That was his elephant's name. So while he was riding his elephant, walking down the road, there was a rishi. I do not quite remember his name. he was a very crude sage with a hell lot of anger issues. He stood in front of Indraprastha, who was giving a ride to Indra, and said to Indra, I have something to offer you. Indra was quite surprised. What does the crude rishi want to offer me? He thought to himself, and he said, what do you have to offer me? Then the rishi gave him a garland with lots of beautiful flowers stitched into one another. And the garland was quite big. So Indra told Indraprastha to take his wife's trunk and put that garland on Indraprastha's head. And his bride did just that. He took the garland and put it on head. But the garland was too beautiful. It had so many delicate, beautiful flowers stitched. In fact, the honeybees could not stay away from it. They started wobbling around the garland, buzzing in front of Indraprastha, which made him quite agitated. So he took the garland by its trunk, threw it on the ground, and stomped on it. That made the Groot Rishi very angry. He was already an angry man. He had anger issues. So he cursed the Devas. He said, I curse you. You Devas will lose all your powers. And that's what happened. Devas lost all their powers. And the Asuras, the demons who had the powers, started ruling everywhere, started ruling the Trilok. It was quite an enigmatic situation, malefic situation it was. The Devas were quite frustrated, so they went to Vishnu. And Vishnu told them, I can give you your powers back, but I do have a way in which you can gain your powers back. So all the Devas were like, yeah, tell us. We will do whatever is necessary to get our powers back. He said, you need to bring a mountain and start bring Manthan in the ocean, here in the ocean. And while churning, when you churn the ocean entirely, you will get something called the Amrit, the elixir. And if you drink all of that, it will give you your power back. But the Devas were powerless. They were like, the mountain is too heavy, and to churn it, and to churn the ocean, how can we do it without using our powers? So Vishnu gave them a plan. He said, you need to cooperate with the Asuras. You need to use their power. You need to motivate them to help you get the Amrit. So the Devas agreed. They went to the Asuras. They were like, we will do this. We will join the ocean. And the Amrit that we will get, we will share it among ourselves. The Asuras were quite ecstatic. They thought if we gain more powers, then why shouldn't we do this? Because Asuras inherently are quite ambitious. They go for their desires quite relentlessly, and their desire is power. So they agreed. The next thing you know, we are bringing the mountain. They put it on the ocean, and but to churn it, they needed rope. What would they do? And Shiva, who was watching, offered them a snake. The snake would tie itself around the mountain, and on one side there would be the Devas pulling it, and on the other side there would be the Asuras pulling it. And that way the mountain would be churned. But Devas were quite dignified in their personality, would always hold the head, not the tail. But since they were powerless, the Asuras told them, okay, you're powerless. We don't care. You have to hold the tail and we will hold the head. The Devas couldn't resist, couldn't revolt against it. They were powerless. But interestingly, Asuras died, some of them at least. You know why? Because while churning, the snake gave out fumes from his mouth, and the Asuras were on the head side. So some of them died. And while churning, a lot of things came out. It is said that there was gold, silver, and there was a poison which came out, which is the it starts something like H. It was the poison which could destroy the entire world. But Shiva took the responsibility of keeping it with himself by drinking it. He drank it and kept it in his throat. That's why he's called Nilkant. After churning all of it, the Amrit came, and Vishnu, being a diplomat, the greatest diplomat of all time, he made sure that the Devas got the Amrit. Now, this is a story that has been said in the ancient times, but what do we actually learn? This story represents that in order to get something, in order to become something, in order to get to that elixir, you have to churn and churn and churn. And the Devas and Asuras represent the good and the bad within you, the chaos and the order within you. You cannot ignore one or the other. You have to face your insecurities. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and then hold yourself accountable and move like a principled man in order to get what you want. The death of Samasura represents that there should be a death in personality. You will die before you become better. That, my friend, is the story of how our life works. This is gonna be it for today because I'm having a lot of disturbance right here. So see you guys tomorrow.